The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court consists of the Chief Justice, who is the President of the Court, the Deputy Chief Justice, who deputizes for the Chief Justice and is the Vice President of the Court. There are also 5 other judges. Functions of the Supreme Court. It hears and determines disputes relating to the elections to the office of the President. It hears and determines appeals from the Court of Appeal and any other court or tribunal. It gives advice to the national government, county government, or any state organ upon request. The Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal consists of 12 or more judges. It is headed by the President of the Court of Appeal, elected by the judges of this court from among themselves. The function of this court is to hear appeals from the High Court and any other court or tribunal. The High Court. The High Court has several judges. It is headed by the principal judge, who is elected from among the judges of this court. The High Court will deal with criminal and public matters, matters that relate to individual rights, appeals from a decision of a tribunal, hearing any question with regards to the interpretation of the Constitution, questions whether any law is inconsistent with or contradicts the Constitution, any matter relating to the constitutional relationship between the levels of government, supervision of the subordinate courts. Subordinate courts. The subordinate courts are the magistrates' courts, the Codes courts, the courts martial, any other court or local tribunal as may be established by an Act of Parliament. The magistrates' courts. The magistrates' courts, as reconstituted under Article 169 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, falls under subordinate courts and deals with criminal and civil matters within their ranks and jurisdictions. The pecking order of the magistrates' courts from top to bottom is as follows: Chief Magistrates' Courts, Principal Magistrates' Courts, Resident Magistrates' Courts, and District Magistrates' Courts. The Codes courts. These courts deal with disputes among Muslims, especially on marriage and inheritance issues. Qadi courts solely center on citizens who willingly submit to Islam faith and the Qadi court system. The courts martial. This handles disciplinary cases of the officers of the defense forces, commissions, and independent offices. Objectives. By the end of this topic, the officer should be able to A. Explain the rationale for establishing commissions and independent offices in Kenya. B. Identify the various commissions and independent offices. Rationale for establishment of commissions and independent offices. The Constitution has established a number of commissions and independent offices. The aim of creating the commissions and independent offices is to protect the sovereignty of the people, secure observance by all state organs of democratic values and principles, and promote the rule of law and constitutionalism. Commissions and independent offices. Commissions. The Kenya National Human Rights and Equality Commission, the National Land Commission, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, the Parliamentary Service Commission, the Judicial Service Commission, the Commission of Revenue Allocation, the Public Service Commission, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, the Teachers Service Commission, the National Police Service Commission. Independent offices. I. The Controller of Budget. 2. The Auditor General.